flesh.
So, welcome to the New Year's stream, and I gave directly to Greg. So, Greg, go on.
So, hello and welcome to 2026, the year of the horse, I think, in China, and the year of the grumpy cub here on Cub's Corner.
Hey, it's the flaming horse, by the way. It's not the normal horse, the
Well,
Chinese one.
that's even better. I mean, a flaming horse will probably be even more fearsome in battle. We have all four of us, the four horsemen of the apocalypse, are here. It is my good friend Cat Claw from Cat Claw Entertainment is here. How's it going, Cat Claw?
Pretty good.
All right. We've got Bazzil Broketail. Are you there, Bazzil? Is your equipment working?
I am indeed. Grumpy Dragon is present.
Awesome. And we have my good friend Cub, or as he's known locally, the Grinch.
Yeah, sure. And Greg, by the way, the new Zootopia movie, the Zootopia 2, did you recognize that they had two new animals instead of compared to the first one? There were two new animals in this movie. And
unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch Zootopia.
No, Greg, the two new animals were also on the poster. It was a snake and a horse. And we finished the year of the snake last year, and this is the year of the horse. And so that's why they introduced these two animals into the movie. And it's a big hit in China. It's the biggest hit in China ever for a foreign movie. It is the greatest. It has made almost $1 billion alone in China. Because of that, these two new animals that they introduced are the animal from last year, the year of the snake, and the animal of this year, the year of the horse. It can't be a coincidence or not. Greg?
I see. Hey, where'd running Greg go to? Seems like he's having technical difficulties already.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, it cut in and out on me again. I don't know what causes that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it only seems to do it when people ask me questions.
Yeah. No, but we can add. Do you think that this is a coincidence?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence. You know they're aware of China, and they're looking for extra box office. I think it's a smart business move. They should probably put those characters in every movie.
Yeah, and
then the Chinese will flock to all our movies. Just have a freaking horse and what's the other one? Just have them in the movie, walking through.
The snake.
You don't even have to explain it.
No, the snake is over. Now it's just the horse. The snake was last year. But they timed it perfectly. That they had the snake and the horse in there. And
I guess I could combine the two, horse snake.
Yeah. And so this is really pandering to China as best as you can, or not?
Yeah, it's definitely pandering.
Disney is so up the ass of China with the stuff,
and they've got burned by that. China has turned their back on them until here just a couple of months they've watched a few things, but basically they've got a lot of their own product and they're watching that. I don't blame them because Disney stuff sucks.
Yes, Disney stuff sucks, and but we are going to talk about that anyway. So. Yeah, Greg, I would say, should we start with the movies or should we talk a little bit politics first?
We could do politics first if you want.
I'm just asking because something has happened, and this is what I have recognized.
Let's have the Cub take on it.
Yeah, this is what I got told from the media. So it seems like that America has invaded Venezuela and taken the president hostage, and now wants to run a foreign country So that's what I know. But you are Americans, and maybe you can explain it to me, because from my point of view, this is completely legal. What is going on there?
Yeah,
Well, it is
precedent.
illegal.
The precedent for this would be the Panama incident where they arrested Noriega, and they temporarily, took over the country, if you want to call that. But we're talking about a dictator, and he's not they're going to hand the power over to the elected people who he was unelected or not elected. 70% of the people voted against him in the last election, and there's been a series of these kind of so-called elections where they don't follow the rule of law, and we've got
but Greg, wait a second.
you
So
asked about
wait
the
a second.
legal-
So you
Okay.
say
Guys.
in a country where there are elections, even if they are fraud, it's okay to invade this country. But in countries like Saudi Arabia, where there is no election, there is a monarchy, it's okay to just make business with them.
Yeah, we
Because
make business
a
with
monarchy
It's
is not
not
even
that- it's a
pretending to
different-
be a democracy.
Well,
So
we've been
Yep.
making business
It's a
with
different scenario, Cub, because when you look at it this way, they're not dictators over there. They do have some form of freedom. They really do it in Arabia. I know some of my
So
family members.
a monarchy is a less dictatorship than a democracy?
Wait a minute.
They have
We're
more
talking about
freedom
the
in
Middle
Arabia.
East, like
A
Saddam
lot more
Hussein
freedom in
was a
Arabia than you do in
dictator.
Venezuela. A lot more.
But he
is a ruthless dictator like some others out there who will remain nameless for time being. One over there in the east, shall we say, currently involved in another activity.
Yeah, but
he
can't just
is,
invade a country
he has
because you say
prevented.
he's
I
a
mean,
dictator.
he's
Okay,
actually
we-
sidestepped every
As for
so-called
monarchies-
election they've had.
We've dealt with monarchies for a long time.
Which
So-
are dictatorships.
Yeah.
We used to be under a monarchy.
Monarchies are
when we
per
became
definition dictatorships. It's per definition a dictatorship. There's no difference to call it monarchy, dictatorship, or something. It's
Cub,
exactly
it's
the
not-
same.
It's not our
Not
job to
necessarily,
go
Cub.
all over the world imposing democracy. That we've tried to do
Right.
that all through the 20th century, and it's a disaster. We don't need to be doing that. But in this case, it's a legal thing. He's a narco dictator in our side of the. What Trump is doing is
Our side of
invoking
the
the
hemisphere.
Monroe Doctrine. Do y'all guys remember the Monroe Doctrine? We're not going to allow certain things to happen in our hemisphere. And whether you like it or don't like it, that's what he's doing. And he's using the same legal justification that we did in the Panama Canal incident.
Which
So I
which
can
was
tell you
also
this.
illegal. Which was also illegal.
Well, no, but there's a lot of things that he's been doing that really are illegal, even against international law.
Yes,
The way that
Basil, that Americans use the term international law is a joke because they break it so
I'm going
often.
by the UN standards, brother.
Exactly.
They break
Even
it
the
so.
UN,
so
even the
no,
UN has,
no. Wait a
spoken out
second.
against
I think that's all
Basil,
government.
Americans should say international law is only for every other country besides Israel or the US, because all the other countries are the only ones that have to stick to international law. Because for
We don't
Israel
recognize
and
the
for the
UN
US,
anymore.
it doesn't apply. Or am I wrong?
Because the UN and the so-called international court have turned into a bunch of liberal fascists. It's garbage. It's not what the original intent was meant to be anymore.
Okay, let me lay this out for you, Cub. Let's say there's a country where one of the parties gets totally suppressed. I could think of a country like that. And we were to go in there and get rid of their chancellor and give the power over to, say, the AFD. Would that be a terrible thing?
Oh, so you're going to do that in Israel, where the Palestinians are suppressed since 80 years?
I was thinking Germany, but yeah, we could go to Israel first if you want.
No, but it looks like that it looks like that the US are together with the Israeli suppressors.
Oh yeah, we're always up to stuff with the Israelis. Are you not been looking at the book?
No, but Netanyahu was even he got convicted as a war criminal from
Yeah,
international law
we
that you
deal
are
with a
citing.
lot of war criminals.
So nicely citing international law, but breaking it by inviting the child murderer Netanyahu over Christmas.
Israel's merely
You know what
defending
Reagan
themselves
said?
against a major terrorist or two major terrorist organizations, Hamas and
Well,
Hezbollah. They've been at it. Hamas is basically a break off of the PLO.
I can't get a word in.
Wait a second, Bazzil. You say that the resistance against the invasion of your country is a terrorist organization. How can Hamas be the terrorists when they are fighting the occupiers?
Well, the KKK saw themselves as fighting the occupiers, who are the Yankees, who were occupying the South, and yet I would classify them, even though they were fighting for the South, as terrorists. The same thing with the Maquis in France against the Germans. They might have been the good guys.
Wait a second. So you are comparing the defense of Palestine with the KKK. You are comparing that with each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a point, but I only get about halfway through it when y'all always cut me off. So I don't know why I try. But yeah, I'm saying the KKK, some people saw them as freedom fighters fighting against occupiers, and yet I saw them as terrorists. The same thing with the Maquis in France, the French resistance. They did terrorist acts. I don't care if they were against Germans. They were still terrorist acts. So I'm calling them out for what they are. And one more thing. Reagan said one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter. So can't we just leave it at that?
But you don't leave it at that. The Americans, as we started this conversations, have now invaded again another country without.
We invade a lot of people. It's what we do
without any right to do.
The Germans invaded a whole bunch of people too. When y'all get on a roll, you invade dozens of people at once. So don't come throwing that stuff in my face.
Yeah, but
you know it's true. You're German. You want to invade people right now. You're thinking invading somebody.
Yeah, but Greg, you can't really defend Trump anymore.
Trump wants to invade Texas.
Sorry. He is complicit with the slaughter of over 500,000 Palestinians in the last 2 years, and also he has invaded now another country, Venezuela. You can't defend him anymore. Sorry. No, because I'm not a Trump hater. I'm not
innocent civilians.
But Bazzil, you can't just say this country I'm going to invade because they're selling drugs or they have a dictator or something. This is not how the world functions.
He has been brutally killing people.
Which is not your business.
Wait a minute, just like the Nazis did. He has been brutally killing his own people who disagree with anything that he says, anything he does. He's been sidestepping every so-called legal election since he's been in power.
Which is not your business. You're American. Venezuela is not your business, and what in other countries is going on is not your business.
You want to address that one?
No, because you are not a Venezuelan. So you don't have to decide how they evolve.
Well, again, it goes back to exactly what Greg was talking about, the so-called Monroe Doctrine. We're not going to continue to allow all this, cocaine and heavy drugs and.
Yes, but Monroe is an American. But Bazzil, Monroe is an American fuck who the rest of the world don't give a fuck about. He's just a guy. And your doctrine we don't care for that. You can make rules and doctrines so much as you want in your stupid country.
You don't have to care for it.
Why don't you leave other countries alone?
It's gonna happen.
No, you constantly are defending these invasions. You're constantly defending these invasions of other countries, which is just wrong.
There's reasons for it too.
No, but
Venezuela is wait a minute.
I know.
Venezuela
And
is
Bazzil,
buying oil.
and
Buying
by
oil from Iran.
yeah,
Turning
and by
around
the way,
and selling it to China and giving that
Bazzil,
money back to
yeah, and even if they would
giving
give
that
it
money
for
back to
free
Iran.
for China, even if they burn their oil, it's their oil. It's not yours. But I make a difference between the people in
No,
America
when you go
and
back to
between the
terrorist
government.
activities,
I'm not saying the
they are
Americans.
sponsoring. They like Iran are sponsoring terrorist activities. That's why
Which
it's got to
is
be put
their
this way.
right, which is their right to do, like the Americans
Bullshit.
sponsored the terrorism
Not when
in
they're
the
coming over
Ukraine.
close,
No,
not when they're coming over to the United
Ukraine.
States and
No,
other countries and causing strife in other countries.
Americans have sponsored
where it's gonna be
so
put to
much
a stop.
terrorism on the world. They have sponsored the regime change in Iran back then. The elected leader was from CIA. Here, Mossadegh was his name. They got rid of him thanks to the CIA. Also, the CIA financed the Ukraine revolution back then and put the now dictator in power and things like that. The Maidan revolution here in 2014. That's the reason why Russia had to go in, which is also wrong, by the way. Every invasion is wrong. You are not allowed to invade other countries. So
what do you have to say about Germany's history about invading other countries?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it was right to do that. I'm saying what is now going on is not right. It's not. And also, you don't have to defend your stupid government, because I don't think that the Americans have anything to do with it.
It's a different type of invasion. We're not taking over the country. We're doing it on an interim
Trump
basis.
had said we are running now Venezuela.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. We've invaded, yes. We're going to stay there, yes, until such time as a better government can be installed. Once that happens, we're done. We're out of there. We don't have time. We don't have money to sit there and try to run two different countries.
Trump has said we are running now Venezuela.
That's what I read too, Cub. Read that this morning.
Going straight down to Mexico, wiped out Mexico in about a minute or 10 minutes.
No,
wiped
but
it out completely, flattened it.
Bazzil,
started a new country altogether. And
Trump's words.
Next Mexico, if that was the case.
Bazzil, Trump's words, exactly words were, we are running now Venezuela. This is his words. I'm not putting them in his mouth.
I just told you, you heard it from him, you heard it from the general, you heard it from the goofy-ass Secretary of State, the moron we have for the War Department. It's going to be on an interim basis. Do we have an interest in staying there permanently? Hell no, we don't.
Where's the difference?
We can't afford to stay there.
Where is the difference between
government install a government that the Western Hemisphere can work with, get along with? Maybe it won't be perfect. Maybe it's just the moment that they have in there now. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But once we get a good, solid, trustworthy government installed in there,
which is a puppet government from the US then. This is exactly like occupation. When you install your own government in there, like the Russians did back then with the other countries, they installed their leaders that work with them.
Whether it's a US-based style of government or whatever the case may be, it's going to be a government that the Western Hemisphere can work with.
This is no different what Hitler and Stalin did. They invaded other countries and installed their governments in there. It's exactly the same thing. This is called puppet governments. This is known. Many leaders in the Arabic nations are puppet governments from the US, for example. Some of them from the US, some of them from Russia. It goes back to the Cold War back then. Even further. So really, there is no defense of these actions. Sorry, you can't convince me otherwise.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yes, we can agree to disagree, but I just wanted to talk about it. Not that people think that that we leave the real world out here, out of the stream. And it's really something really shocking, and we had at least talk about it a little bit. Since where else I get the chance to talk to 3 Americans, and so yeah.
Craig left. Is he here?
I can't put him in back in because he seems to have trouble. Gerät nicht verbunden. It tells me his instruments are not connected.
Oh, wow.
I don't. When they are connected again, I can put him in again. But before that, I'm not able to put him in. He doesn't give me the option.
Technical problems again.
Yeah, he is still in the waiting room, but I can't put him in because it says to me his instruments are not connected. Yeah. Hey, or maybe he has run off to invade another country or something.
Oh, come.
Hey, he could be on his way to Germany.
Hello?
Yeah, Greg. I said probably you have left the stream to go to invade another country.
There he is.
That's Kolchak. Oh,
What happened over there?
Yeah. Okay, Greg.
Hello? Can y'all see me?
Yeah, we can see you and hear you. I just wanted to bring it up that people don't think that we are ignoring what is going on in the world. And if you like, we can talk now about entertainment and movies and things like that. Or is there anything else to say about this? Greg, I can hear you. Can you hear us too?
No, I can't hear anything you're saying.
Hey, Greg.
Running Greg, we can't hear you.
Yeah, and also he's
My StreamYard might have him muted.
So he has no sound for some reason.
He's our moderator. We need to hang out and wait for him.
Yeah. Greg, say something. Yeah, no.
I don't know, like he's lost.
Doesn't look like that.
His avatar's there. He can't get an audio connection.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So I would say let's just start. And if he is in here and can hear us, he's going to say something, I guess.
Yeah.
So we can start with the new Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro one. Has anybody seen it besides me? No, have you seen it, Bazzil?
Yeah, I can see you. Greg is gone again.
Yeah, when he comes back, I put it in again as usual. So, and Kat, could you also see the new Frankenstein?
No, I didn't get to.
Okay, Bazzil, what do you think of Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro experience?
It was an excellent movie. It's completely different than the original Frankenstein. And this one, he is not just digging up a corpse and reanimating him. He is actually taking body parts from different people and stitching it together to create his own monster.
Yeah, soldiers to be precise or not.
Yeah, I mean it's excellent.
Fallen soldiers.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. But for a monster that is created from many body parts, it doesn't look like that. It more looks like a model, or not?
Yeah.
How can that? How
7 feet? He looks like 7 feet tall, or even more, in the movie itself.
Testing. Can y'all guys hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I was able to hear y'all, and everything crashed.
Really? You were able to hear us?
Yeah, for quite a while y'all couldn't hear me.
So, Greg, stop invading other countries and concentrate here on our stream, okay? This is so typical American.
He's planning his next invasion into Berlin.
Yeah, this is typical American. He always goes out from the stream to go to invade another country, and then he comes back. Yeah, that's so typical.
Be careful with him. He's even crazier than Wacky Dragon.
If you want to understand what the Venezuela thing is all about, just a quick historical thing. You had the Pax Romana. That's where Rome went around doing stuff like this, overthrowing governments, keeping everything peaceful by Roman standards. Then you had the Pax Britannia, where the British did the same stupid stuff all over the world. Now you have the Pax Americana. And basically, that's what we're doing, and that explains it. You can like it or not like it. You can blame the Romans or the British or the Americans or whoever you want. I don't care. I'm just trying to explain it historically. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it is a thing, and you have to deal with it.
Greg, you have to deal with the fact that America is now the new empire, and empires are going to fall.
Yeah, we're going to fall anyway. Everything's going to fall. So
yes, and that's also the reason why everybody hates. No, that's also the reason why everybody hates America and the whole rest of the world.
Y'all, it doesn't matter what we do. Y'all guys are going to hate us anyway. We've already dealt with that. We know you're going to hate us, so we've given up on you.
And I'm not talking about the people, as you know. I'm talking about the government, not the American people, because we know, of course, that the people have nothing to do with that. It's a decision of the actual government. And so when I say the whole world hates America, I mean the government. They don't hate the people.
They hate the people too, especially the French. The French hate us. You know, you can't convince me they just hate the government. They hate everyone.
Hey, I'm fighting against the French every day, as you know. I went back in my time machine to World War I with History Line, and I just came from the battlefield for this stupid stream.
I know.
I had to give the French a break because of you, Greg.
Some cracks in your machine, so you have to duct tape together.
I was fighting on Atlas. That's the name of this battlefield. It's called Atlas, and I was fighting for 6 hours, and I had to give the French a break. Because I had to visit my mother, and also we have the live stream, and now the French maybe think that they can win the fight because
they definitely got you know.
But I'm going to go back.
You've given them the élan that they were lacking. Élan is the French word that the military, attack.
Yeah. No, really, but I'm going back this night when they think everything is peaceful. I'm going back after our live stream, and then I'm going to beat their asses on the battlefield.
Okay, so did y'all start on Frankenstein while I was away, or
yeah.
Okay.
Just got started on it.
Of course, and we have figured out that the only guy that has seen it besides me is Bazzil. And
is there anybody monitoring the YouTube chat?
Yeah, and Greg, have you also seen it? Greg?
Morning, Greg, are you
there? The connection.
Yes, he's lost again.
Yeah.
Like his audio died on him.
Yeah. Okay, basically, but so
okay, my audio cuts in and out. Can y'all hear me again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever Cub asks me a question, it cuts out.
What you thought about it?
What I did see it, I thought it was the greatest Frankenstein movie I ever saw. I can't believe it. This is awesome. The writing, the directing, the cinematography, the acting, it scores on the top, even above the original one. I couldn't believe it.
Damn.
I was stunned.
Yeah, but
I might have to watch it.
Bazzil was totally.
He goes through all his trials and errors when he is trying to find the right specimen for his new monster, so-called monster.
I mean, the whole thing.
So we are complete opposite opinions because I think it's the worst Frankenstein adaptation of all time.
Oh, you're totally wrong. Totally wrong. Normally, I say that, and I'm making fun of Cub, even though he's right. But this time, he's totally wrong. This is a great adaptation.
Oh,
acting,
so
the
Greg,
story,
this
it was so
clearly
much better.
shows that you have never read the book, or at least you have never understood the book. Because
I don't
what do you hate about it, Cub?
everything. It has nothing to do with the book.
Okay, so explain point by
Very
point.
good.
Take it point by point. Let's start with the
I'm
introduction.
gonna have to hear this too.
The original
Matt
Frankenstein
wants to hear
novel is about solitary. It's about the feel of loneliness of the three main characters of Victor, of the monster, or the creature, and of here Walton, the guy on the North Pole. And also it's about the thing that they can't achieve their goals for their life, their lifetime goals. They fail. All three of them fail to achieve their lifetime goals. And as I said, but the main theme is their loneliness. And why is that? Because the creature, of course, looks ridiculous and can't be friends with any human because it looks. And Frankenstein, here Victor, he's lonely. He becomes lonely because the creature kills not just his wife, it also kills his best friend. And his father dies because of that, and also his little brother. So he becomes lonely during the story, and Walton, he is searching for somebody who understands him, and that's the reason why he writes the letters to his sister, because the whole story is
Okay,
written.
you're explaining the original book. We're talking about this movie. This movie is awesome. It has nothing to do with that original book, but
it's
it is
sort of a
awesome.
take
It's
on the
about
book, but
humanity.
it's
It's not about loneliness. It's about humanity.
No, this
about
movie
fathers and
is
sons.
about
I can't tell you
fathership.
anything, Cub. You always talk over me, and then my fucking phone cuts out. Fuck it. I'm just gonna listen to you, and Cat can take over the fucking stream.
Damn.
Oh, sorry, Greg. I was just so upset. But
now I'm upset.
No, because you didn't get the point even of the movie. The
Right,
movie
time
point.
out.
No,
Greg,
no, he did
go
get the
for it.
point of the movie. I got the point of the movie.
No,
you didn't
didn't.
get the point of the movie.
No, Greg.
This
the point
court
of the movie
is not in order. You are not in order.
No,
you don't even
Greg,
get the movie.
The movie is about bad fatherhood. It's about bad fathers.
Yes, fathers and sons. It's about humanity.
No, it's not about humanity.
He's
it's
also
about
the father to the
It's not about
monster.
humanity.
It's about portraying fathers in a bad light. And I would never have thought that you would support such a bad thing.
I support good storytelling. Sometimes
this is good storytelling. Making
Remember,
Victor,
he's the father to a freaking monster.
Wait a second. First off, he is not the father to the. He's just in the movie. He is portrayed
in the father role. He calls him his son.
He is the father of the.
He calls him his son. In this movie, we're not talking about the book and the loneliness and all that.
Okay, but he just does that he can be portrayed as a bad father.
Okay, I know where you're coming from because they do bad fathers constantly in every movie.
Wait a second. Now, they did another thing different to the original story. They made from Victor's father also a bad father. But in the original
Star Wars, you know, Anakin was a bad father too. I mean,
in the original story, he's a loving father, which heart breaks because of the doings of the creature.
Yeah, that's true. They changed it from the original story, and I didn't think
portray him as a bad father.
But I really did think this was an excellent telling of Frankenstein. You can't just keep telling the same story. I've seen that story. I've seen that story.
And also portraying Victor in this bad light
It was a phenomenal. You have to admit, Cub,
portraying the
it was
creature.
a phenomenal scientific experiment.
Wait a sec. Portraying
that was successful.
The creature couldn't do any wrong. All the bad things only happened from Victor. Victor was the bad guy of this movie. Am I right?
This is a different story. And I agree that they go bad on fathers all the time. I totally agree that all these movies take a shot.
Wait a second. They go also bad on Victor. They go bad on Victor because
because he's portrayed as a father to the monster.
No, but he's also portrayed as somebody who hits on the wife of his little brother.
Yeah, I know. You know, that's terrible. Nevertheless, it was a good movie. I was surprised because they didn't just retell the same Frankenstein story.
Wait a second.
Of seeing that same one over and over.
I'm waiting to see an adaptation of the original story. The first time ever, after 100 years, I waited for a real adaptation because it was never adapted truly. Never.
You waited for this for 100 years? What?
No.
How old are you? Are you a vampire? Just admit it if you're a vampire.
No,
you waited for 100 years. You let stuff slip. It lets us know who you are.
Greg, Frankenstein is one of my all-time favorite novels. And I made 7 reviews on this book. 7. More than on any other subject.
Damn.
Ever. And so to see it adapted right was really for me is really for me a thing. I want to see it adapted right, and to see it changed in this way is for me heartbreaking. And this Giuliano del Toro is a hack. He's a total fraud and a hack.
Damn.
I can't stand this.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, to rape one of my all-time favorite novels, and also it's one of the rare novels from a woman, by the way, which got copied from all the guys who came after her, and all the other many of the other big classics take notice from Frankenstein. For example, Dracula is copying the style of Frankenstein, and the same goes for Jekyll and Hyde. So
Dracula is a spin-off of a true story, so that's a whole.
There you go, true story.
Mary Shelley truly was a trendsetter.
Yes, 200 years old book. So she was the original, and to see her treated with this little respect.
I wonder if you would say
it's just awful. Sorry. So now in this case, we have to disagree again. For me, this turd becomes a thumbs down. I hate this movie.
Did you get a chance to see it?
No, I did not. But now through all this, I have to watch it.
So do you give it a thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. And Bazzil, do you give it thumbs up or how many battle swords do you give it? I don't know how you rate them.
I don't know either. Okay, I'll give it 4 battle swords.
Okay, so we got 4 battle swords, 2 thumbs up, and 1 thumbs down. That's like 6 to 1.
I guess Cat's gonna give it 1 cat ear down, 1 cat ear up.
Yeah. Cat hadn't seen it yet. Once Cat watches it, we'll have this discussion again. But the panel is in favor of the movie, 2 to 1.
Exactly. So you're out of luck, Cub.
You're out of luck.
I'll let you know next time what I think of it.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can maybe pull out a tie, Cub.
Yes.
That would be something.
I can tell you the German and the Hitler cat, we are going to pull a tie next.
We'll see. I will let you know next time we are on the stream.
But you know
I think you're going to love it, Cat. It's a wonderful movie. It's just, I couldn't believe it. I did not think I was going to like it because I'd heard Cub go on and on about it, and Cub's usually right. I hate to admit that, but he's usually right. Sometimes he's spectacularly wrong, and in this case, it's one of those.
He's just spectacularly wrong.
Right.
See, here's the thing. I usually like Del Toro's movies.
Right.
Yeah, I'm too. but sorry,
You're
this
gonna
time
love this one.
he completely fucked up because he
No,
admitted
no,
that
he
he didn't adapt the story. He
No, he
wanted
didn't
to.
adapt the story. He
That's
made a
lovely,
superior
Cub.
one.
You're risking losing your ponytail here.
You can't say superior when you haven't read the book. Sorry, Greg. You can't say superior when you not even have read the book. And I can tell you,
I'm saying it's not about the book. This is superior. Sometimes a screenplay can be
then
superior to the
don't
book,
call
as we've
it
discussed with like
Frankenstein.
Soylent
No,
Green and some others.
but Greg, then don't call it Frankenstein. Call it something else.
I didn't call it Frankenstein. You did. Frankenstein.
No, stupid.
I call it
did.
Frankenstein.
No, because
It's not
nobody
Frankenstein.
would care about his stupid movie if he
Say
didn't
it
call it
correctly, Cub.
Frankenstein.
Oh.
No. So
Yes.
okay. So much, and also it's a book about a German, and of course, as a German, I should have at least 3 votes on this subject matter.
Hey, Texas is full of
I mean, think about it. A great German.
Texas is full of Germans. They're the only. God, I can't get my jokes in. Texas is full of Germans. The only free Germans in the world.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So there.
Ohio's got a lot of Germans in it.
Hey, are they free?
We've got the Mennonites and the Amish.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know those guys were German.
Plus, we got Germantown up there in Columbus. It's nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And,
we do, Greg. They are.
And by the way, I just wanted to say hello to our audience, Lemon Pie 999.
Hey, Lemon Pie, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad you could drop by.
Yeah, we are glad that we have you. Somebody listening.
That's a great honor to have you here.
Yeah,
that's cool.
so I would say let's go to the next one, Greg.
You okay?
What the fuck?
Oh,
okay, so I'm going to pull the next one. It's Predator Badlands. So first question, has anybody seen it besides me?
I'm gone again.
What is it?
Predator Badlands.
No, I didn't get to watch that one either.
Oh, okay. Basil, could you watch it?
He's gone. There he is.
Basil
Am I back? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, Predator Badlands is the next one.
Yes.
I think it's about brothers and sisters. The sisters are AI, like automatons. Well, Cub refers to them as robots, but
Which
androids.
they are. They
Right.
are robots.
And the brothers are the brothers from the original. They've got, again, the terrible father that Cub was complaining about on Frankenstein. I was going to mention that, but of course he's made such a big deal out of it that I hate to. Anyway, they got a terrible father who kills one of the brothers. You've got this is a good movie. Again, I did not think I was going to like it because I listened to Cub, but again, I think this is a true sequel to Aliens and to Predator 1.
And
Oh, yeah,
I think you are not Greg. You are
Really?
yes, because I think I'm not so sure. Basil, can you look after Greg and see if there is a pot here from the Body Snatchers where he sleeps in his bedroom?
Again, it was a good movie.
No, because
You had his bonding with the android chick. I didn't think I was going to like her. I thought she would be annoying, but she wasn't. She was funny. She made the film better.
the android chick made the Predator movie better. Yeah. But it's not called Blade Runner. It's called Predator.
The CGI in it is excellent.
And also, can you explain to me why these 2 android chicks, these sisters or whatever,
Yeah, sisters.
why one of them was good and one of them was bad, even if they are supposed to be machines? And also, can you tell me why the whole movie was just about these two women, and also about the third woman, which was called Mother, which was the computer that put everything in motion there? And why can you also explain to me why the manly androids that looked like man, why they couldn't fight as good as the women?
They were terrible. Well, they had a lot of problems, but you ask a lot of questions. One, Mother wasn't a major influence in the movie. She was on screen less than 10 minutes or whatever. The one android chick doesn't show up till halfway through. The other one is cut in half, and her experience is clearly what makes her different from her sister. She's learned and grown. You've got to be out in the world. Cub, you haven't been out in the world. If you went out in the world, you would learn and grow and change as your environment.
Really? So you grow also in strength. Oh, so you tell me.
Trying to invade every other country.
No. So you tell
no.
But you tell me that half of an android chick, half of it
simulated chick. She's not really female. You know that.
Can beat all the man androids without any problems. Even her feet alone defeated some of the androids.
And she was even high-fiving with her foot after they beat one of the guys. That was a little ridiculous, but it was funny. It was fun. You got to have a little whimsy in your heart, Cub. Where's the whimsy?
I don't know if all the women are overpowered. You call them normally Mary Sue or not.
You have to learn how to sit back, calm down.
Yeah.
Drink your giant German beer and just enjoy a fucking movie for a change.
So
they've had all the bullshit politics. They've had all the bullshit. Oh, I don't like this idea. I don't like that idea. Just sit back and enjoy the damn movie.
We lost Bazzil.
Yeah, he fell out of the stream.
I thought it was me falling out.
He was laughing, but he went out. That was great.
I thought it was me falling out again, but I'm still here. No, it was another good movie that surprised me because I listened to Cub, but I always give my own opinion, and this was a good movie. Yeah, okay, you got to put aside the fact that it's look, they pulled it off. It was very unlikely, but they took those male androids by surprise from behind. Anytime that didn't happen, the male androids did pretty good, but they were constantly ambushed. And,
wait a second, Greg. So now you telling me that a Predator movie, the first Predator movie, what he really needed was clumsy humor or satire?
No, the first Predator movie was perfect, but the
second one, maybe the second. Wait, the second one maybe needed some jokes.
That was actually pretty good.
So? Hell yeah, it needed jokes. Everything needed jokes. I'm throwing out all the Predator movies after the first one, and I'm putting this one in as a sequel. I'm throwing out all the Alien movies after the second one, and I'm putting this as a sequel and combining it with that because they're in the same freaking universe. And I'm throwing out all of the ones that you love, Cub. They're all gone. They're all gone from my canon.
Oh, so you also like Alien Earth or what? Because these androids are from
gone too. I said all of it's gone, Cub.
But these androids are from Alien Earth.
I don't care what they're from. That doesn't matter to me. You're always saying, "Oh, this was in the book," or "This is related to that." I don't care. I don't care.
Every movie is going to follow a book.
This is a standalone work, and I'm judging it as a standalone work, and I liked it.
Wait a second, Greg.
Come on and tell you what I
don't understand.
You want to tell me that you want to tell me that you would rewatch this one over Predator 2?
Yeah, definitely. This is about family, Cub. It's about brothers and sisters.
Hey,
it's
that's
about,
my proof. That's my proof. This is not Greg. This is Body Snatcher version of Greg.
It might be.
He was replaced by aliens, or has a parasite in his brain, or something like that.
Man, I got
you
so
are
many parasites
telling me
in my brain.
that this thing is better than Predator 2? Really?
Yeah, it is.
What?
It's more fun. You're talking the Danny Glover one, right? I know you love Danny Glover.
No, Danny Glover was the worst part in it, but the movie itself is one of my favorite
movies. You don't care.
movies.
You admit he's terrible in it, and you say it's so much better. How does that make sense? You don't make sense, Cub. You don't make sense.
Better. Yeah, but
you're a fake Cub. Where's the real Cub? Where's the real Cub?
No, but Predator, Badlands, sorry.
This Cub loves Danny Glover movies.
Also, you are telling
all
me
the Danny Glover movies that you love.
Want the Predator to speak like he did in this movie? To speak? Really? Predator? With the language?
It didn't hurt me. I mean, yeah, he spoke. Okay.
Yeah, so sorry. This is not Predator.
This is typical Cub.
That's all you got?
Fashion.
The Predator spoke, and as soon as he spoke, you're done.
Yes, jokes and speaking, and also the
oh
story.
My God, it's the jokes. You don't like jokes.
And also the drama, and also he's a little predator. He looks like a girl.
He doesn't look like a girl.
He does. He has a skirt. He has a skirt on the poster.
The girls in Germany must be pretty ugly.
I got a question for
like
Cub.
A girl. I'm sorry. It does not look like a girl. What kind of girls are you hanging out with, Cub?
Look at the poster. He has a skirt on the poster.
Anybody hear me?
Maybe it's a kilt.
I hear you.
I'm Scottish.
Yeah, ask Bazzil. Ask. You want to ask a question?
Yeah, I do. Is there anything that you like, Cub? So far, everything that we've talked about sucks.
Yes,
it doesn't look good in the book. The brother and sister is terrible. The mother is terrible. He's a horrible father.
I like the first Predator, and I like the second Predator, and I like, for example, with Frankenstein, I like Bride of Frankenstein. This is the best adaptation from my point
of view. Bride of Frankenstein. Well, we're talking about this Frankenstein, not the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, but Bride of Frankenstein is the best adaptation for me till now, from an adaptational standpoint. So
we're not talking about adaptation. This is more of a standalone movie.
Yeah, you can. Then don't call it Frankenstein. You can't make standalone crap if you call it like a novel. Then you have to stick to the story of the novel. Sorry. And you can't tell me that this one is better than the novel story. It isn't. So if you can't make changes,
it's better.
We didn't name the movie.
The one is even better.
It
goes through the trials. It details all the trials and tribulations that Frankenstein went through to create his creation.
No.
How many times did he fail? He started it out, it worked, and then it failed. He started again, and it failed. He became depressed. He almost gave up. Then he tried one last time, and it worked.
And by the way, in the original novel, he doesn't do it with body parts. Also, but
every other adaptation, he uses body parts.
Where the fuck do you think the head came from?
Every adaptation since then, he uses body parts.
No, not everyone. Not everyone.
Well, I remember.
No, in my reviews, I talk about one that used another technique to create the monster. The
you
one
talk
with
about a lot of stuff, Cub.
Patrick Bergin. In one of my Frankenstein
reviews, Craig, that's funny, man.
He transplanted the head and he transplanted the brain. That's why the creature was stupid.
Well, he's stupid because he dropped the brain.
No, these are
brain. He put a brain of a retarded person in the creature in the original.
Yeah, in the original movie.
You're getting schooled by Bazzil, Cub.
Yeah, but not in the original story. In the original movie. Yeah, but whatever.
So who saw this movie? Did you get to see it, Kat?
No, I did not. Remember, I said I'm going to watch it, and I'll let you know next time.
I didn't remember, but okay. So I guess you want to take a stab. What do you want to give it, Kat? Or are you not voting?
Oh, with the Predator.
Thumbs up
Frankenstein.
No, Predator.
I didn't watch either. I didn't watch
no
either.
vote from Kat.
Right.
But what about you? Did you get a chance to see it? I guess you did, Basil. What are you voting, up or down?
I'm voting up.
Up, and I'm voting up, and we're getting a down vote from Cub. So the panel once again has voted for Frankenstein and now Predator. Woohoo!
Yes, the panel gets stupider, more stupid and more stupid when time goes on. I see. So
Pod Greg.
yeah, so it just shows.
I'm going to change my name to Pod Greg.
Yeah, Hot Greg. Yes, you should.
All right, so let's move on. Movie number 2.
Alien Greg or something.
We already did number 2, Basil.
Let's go on to number 3 then.
Man, he's learning to count. He's good to get dangerous.
Yes, the next one.
Oh, hang on.
Let's run to the next one.
Okay, so the next one is Running Man.
Running Man.
Yeah,
Again,
Running Man
an
2025.
adaptation. Again, an adaptation of a novel, as you know.
Yeah,
Here we
right?
go again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought this was a terrible movie. It doesn't, especially when you hear Cub talk about the original books and how good they were.
You
and
know it's going to be terrible.
even compared to the Schwarzenegger one, I didn't like the 30-day limit. I didn't like the daily upload thing. That I didn't like the frickin' I didn't like anything about it. But
this is all from the novel, by the way.
the snitches. Is this from the novel? Is this how the original novel went?
Yes.
With people snitching on it?
Yes.
And the 10-minute uploads?
Yes. There are 2 10-minute uploads in the novel per day.
But it's not per day?
Yeah, per day. In the movie, he has to film himself once a day, and in the novel, he has to film himself twice a day.
And when did the novel come out? Because this seems very modern day.
1982.
Isn't that amazing? Okay, well, I don't give a fuck. I still thought it sucked, even though it stuck better to the novel or whatever Cub's gonna give me.
Yeah, but the
Fuck
thing
that shit.
which it didn't stuck to was the most important thing in the novel. The big ending, the 9/11.
Right, the
ending.
ending that you always talked about. That's what I remembered. I didn't remember you even saying that all this stuff was from the novel itself. But damn, I didn't like the acting. I didn't like the directing. I didn't like
wait a second, Greg. Also, in the novel, it all is played out serious. It's not played out in a satirical way like in the movie.
Well, that must be the difference.
That's the big difference. Yes.
The way they have his mother be the snitch and gonna hit the big button, but she does it in such a like you say satirical way that it doesn't make any sense. This guy who has his whole house converted to defend against an attack doesn't have like a cover over that giant button to keep his crazy mom from hitting it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Did you see this, Cat?
Greg, the thing is, these scenes are from the novel, but they play out differently in the novel. Because in the novel, the mother snitches on him. This is correct. But it's not that the house is a trap for the police. No, the son, he goes on the ride with Ben Richards and tries to help him to get to his goal, and he dies on the run and Ben Richards survives, but he dies, and because he drives him, he's the driver, and it's not like it played out in the movie that this guy was waiting for the police and had made his house a trap and things. This is all made up. So Greg, when I say this is the story from these scenes are from the novel, I'm not meaning that they're
well done.
They'll go exact in the novel. They are completely different how they go, these scenes, and as I said, they are completely straight in the novel. And also, the Ben Richards in the novel, he is an addict and a former prostitute, like his wife, by the way. And that's why you buy the relationship of them, because they are really poor, what you call social, on the very low social standard, and they are not interesting for other people, just for each other. For example, in the novel, his wife is not a supermodel, and it's also not black, and he has not a black child like in the movie.
I
No,
thought that was so weird.
yeah, and not just that.
Yeah.
Did you see also other black and white couples?
I did. I was going to mention it, but I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You didn't see any normal couples, and also you had a lesbian in there who was also a running man, even if contradicts the name of the show, because it's
Right.
called Running Man, not Running People. And why it's called Running Man? Because only man can stand the hunt. Because this is supposed to be a hunt for life and death. And for women, a woman would directly be captured in the first minutes.
Really?
Because these
Women are pretty sneaky.
Yeah, but
And they're smaller.
no, but
Right.
it's really kind of like in the military. Normally, you don't see women in the military, only for propaganda reasons.
The German military is full of women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, also police and so on. But normally, I'm talking about normally. It would be a real. It would be a real.
Bad, Greg, bad. Bad
It
boy.
would be a real exception when you have a woman in the military or police or whatever, because these are things where you need also physical strength for what you are doing. And sorry, women don't have this physical strength that is needed to do the
Well,
job.
they got tasers.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know.
We have so many problems
Okay, move on.
nowadays because of these women in man jobs.
Hmm.
That's why, for example, the streets
I
aren't
never
safe,
saw any
safe
women
and
offshore.
Houston
Doing,
oil,
there were no women out there doing what I did offshore or in the refineries.
Houston oil,
Oh, hell no.
yeah,
That's hard work.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that.
And
You wouldn't have wanted to be out there, I guarantee you.
yeah, and so this movie, he was more concerned about
Political
pushing
correctness?
its agenda, political correctness, and so on, DI whatsoever.
I don't know what
Instead
they screwed
of
it up.
focusing on the story, and also the big chance of the final, they completely. Also, of course, this YouTube blogger is not in the book. I don't have to tell you that. This is completely made up, and so the big chance to show the 9/11 ending of the book, they missed that completely. And also in the original story, his family dies, and it didn't die because the company kills it. No, it dies because they are poor, and they get robbed and die in a robbery, in a home invasion, because that's what is happening in this future in the book. This is just normal. And because of that, Ben Richards decides to commit suicide with the plane into the building, into the TV building. Yeah.
Well, but we can agree the movie sucked.
Yeah, the movie, it was just awful.
My God.
Yeah.
It really did suck.
We agree with a cub. What's wrong with us? Oh my God.
Yeah.
We become indoctrinated.
Yeah, finally an agreement. Another big German victory. Yeah. So
Brainwashed. I'm changing my vote. I love the movie.
yeah, okay, Greg. What's the next? He has faded out again. No, I think the shock was too big for him that we agreed here. So I hope he comes back. But it's Bazzil is gone. Bazzil is gone, and Greg doesn't say a thing.
My God.
Great. Yeah. So I'm here alone with the German cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cat, did you have the chance to watch?
Sisu too. Okay, my audio's back.
Yeah, I watched that.
All right. What did you think of it, Kat?
I haven't watched the first one, which really pissed me off. I wanted to try to, and I had to pay for it. I'm like, fuck that, right?
You're right.
So,
don't do that.
Right. And so I watched this. I was like, ooh, I like this. I fell asleep the last half hour, I think. But yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna have to watch that other half hour.
It is over the top violence. It's
yeah, and I love the blood and the gore, and I'm like, yes.
Wait till you see the end of the movie. It goes totally like the first one does. You got to see the first one, and you got to see the end of this one. It is a crazy madcap thing. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if Cub's gonna like this one. Last time they were killing Germans, and I don't think he liked that part of it.
Oh, he won't like that.
But this time they're killing
He might get his
Russians,
ponytail cut off.
and Cub loves the Russians too. So let's see what Cub has to think.
So Sisu, I don't hate it, and I also don't like it. I just don't care for it. But I have to say, compared to all the other movies last year, it's probably one of the best ones. It's the one that at least pissed me off, where I just said, yeah, it's okay, it's over the top action, and I don't mind it. But I would never rewatch it, and I would have never watched it voluntarily. I just watched it for the stream.
I'm glad you had us watch it, because it's one of my new favorite movies.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I liked it too. I'm voting up. Did you get a chance to see it, Bazzil?
Not yet. It's on my list.
You're gonna like it, man. So that's 3 votes up out of 4, and Bazzil's gonna like it. So it's gonna be 4 out of 4 once he sees it.
No, it's not 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4. It is for me a thumb.
You voted against it after giving it.
It's for me a thumb sideways.
Oh shit!
I don't hate it,
sideways.
but I don't like it either.
That's about as high a vote as we get from Cub, though.
There's no recommendation from me, but compared to all the other movies, it is one of the best. I would say top 3 movies of last year.
Okay, so it was totally
I'm looking forward to seeing it. The first one was amazing. It was awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna like this one too. It's awesome. And wait till you see the end of the movie. It's crazy. Well, the whole movie's crazy, right? But the end is spectacularly crazy.
I can't wait, man. I can't help it. I fall asleep a lot of times when I'm watching TV, because it's at the end of the day when I'm dead tired.
Yeah.
I'll
the same
pass
thing
out.
happens to me. Okay, so that moves on to movie number 5. Movie number 5 is Zootopia, which I didn't get a chance to see.
I didn't either.
What about you, Bazzil? Did you see it?
Net.
Okay, well, I guess if we listen to Cub or we bump it to the next stream.
No, we can. Another question: did anyone see Zootopia 1?
No.
No.
So much for your other question, Cub. You didn't expect that, did you?
Okay. I keep it very short. I'm kind of a fan of Zootopia 1 because Zootopia 1 has a surprise element in it, like with Toy Story 1. It's not on the same level, but it is much better as you would expect, as it has any right to be, the first one. And the second one is okay. it's it's woker than the first one. You have many woke elements in it, but the story itself about these furries kind of is woke anyway, so it's still entertaining. So this is the only movie today that gets from me kind of a recommendation.
So you
Shocking.
is that a recommendation?
Huh? What?
This is a record breaker. Oh my God.
Greg?
What happened, Greg?
Greg.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
getting
Greg,
a damn
where are
beer.
you?
I was getting a Shiner Bock, a delicious Shiner Bock. I couldn't. I could hear you. You said you kind of recommended it. That you don't get the. Is it a sideways thumb, up or down? You don't get to say kind of. I need a firm up or down, or at least sideways.
So, okay, so for me,
You can't say sideways. You got to be
for
up
me-
or down.
for
No,
me,
no sideways about it.
a real
That's right.
a hard recommendation gets the first
No
one.
more.
The first one, Zootopia, gets, or Zoomania, what it's called, gets from me a recommendation, a real one. And this one gets from me, I would say, more a thumbs up than a thumbs sideways. I would say a thumbs up, okay?
Okay, we got a thumbs up. The first
Oh my
one from
God.
Cub.
He made up his mind.
He had to
God.
explain the whole
Sideways.
thing.
I knew he would
You
go
see what
crazy
happens
when I
when
went
you
for
push
that beer.
when you push Cub, he actually responds.
He was going to talk about the movie. I figured I had 3 minutes, but no, within 30 seconds, he was screaming for me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's a thumbs up, a very surprising thumbs up. None of us,
Oh
rest
my
of
God,
us
that's
have seen
a
it.
shock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's not a strong thumbs up. It's a weak thumbs up, but
Yeah.
at least this one
Yeah.
gets one. This is
Thumbs
the
up
first
is a thumbs up, Cub. It doesn't matter. Weak or not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're moving to the next thing. We're not going to go 5 or 6 hours today like Cub likes to do. The next movie is Troll 2. And I
yeah,
saw it. Did anybody else get to see it?
I did.
All right.
I
What about you,
watched the
Bazzil?
first one.
I
I
did
watched the
too.
first one because
Now,
I
the
think
first
you
one,
told me about it a few years back,
that's right. We
and
did
when
a
it first
stream.
came out
So
on
what did you
Netflix, and I
did you get a
watched this
chance?
one.
I don't think you've ever talked about it. We can talk about Troll 1 and 2 from Cat. What did you think of the first and the second one?
I love the first one. I like this one. Don't get me wrong, but I like the first one better.
I totally agree with that. You
I-
know,
I
you know what I
agree
think
too.
was missing from this one was the
What?
father-daughter dynamic. You know,
Yeah,
that was the heart of the first movie. You know, it was about a father and a daughter. It was about the family, and the trolls. It was kind of about their family too, and how they were betrayed by the frickin' Norwegians, who probably
yeah.
betray people all the time. I don't know. Norway seems kind of weird.
Yeah, and do you know what also was missing? A story,
Yeah,
a real story like the
yeah,
first
I
one.
agree. There wasn't a story.
This time they just
Yeah.
made it up. They just said, "Oh yeah, there is another one," and also the woman. There were also too many women in charge. The whole movie was just
Well,
about
it wasn't that there
women.
were too many. It was like the same woman in 3 different roles. They picked like the same kind of actress. They looked and acted the same. They were all like these quirky, and I was like, okay, you know, they could have done it differently. They could have used a different take. They did it wrong, but you know,
Yeah, no,
I
no.
would compare. Let me finish, Cub, for once. Let me finish. Okay, I would say it's like the Godzilla movies, where okay, when the trolls were on the stage and it was showing that, it was pretty good. But when it was showing the actual people, the like in a Godzilla movie, not the latest ones, but the old ones,
Right.
the people were terrible. The acting was bad, but the monsters were okay. You came to see the monsters. In this case, the first one, it had good monsters and it had good writing for the people. The second one, you had good monsters, you had bad acting, bad casting, bad everything for the people. It was still had some fun scenes, you know, but that's what I see.
Yeah, but Greg, the biggest problem is for me I can't be sympathetic with the protagonist, with this woman, when she is responsible for the problem, because she wakes the other one up by touching
Oh yeah,
him.
she definitely causes everything.
So she causes deaths and suffering and destruction, and then I should root for her for what? She's just an eco-fascist that puts the life of nature over the life of human beings. So this is has clear messaging, this stupid movie. And this is what I didn't like about it, because the first one was not like that.
It was funny when he was dropping the Norwegian skiers into his mouth and crunching them down. That was hilarious.
Oh my God, Greg!
Yes, and who had to die? The guy, of course. They were all women in charge for everything, but the only one who had to die at the end to sacrifice himself.
You're talking about
was
the guy who jumped into his mouth. I'm talking about when he opened up the deal and he was pulling skiers out and eating them like chocolate candies, popping them in his mouth. Remember that? Did you even see the movie, Cub? You just watched reviews, didn't you? You didn't see it.
Yeah, sure. I wish I hadn't, Greg. I wish I hadn't.
You didn't like it when he was popping the skiers in his mouth like popcorn? I think he ate some girls there.
Yeah, but this, as I said,
that makes you happy.
This movie was just missing a coherent story. And really likable characters.
But wasn't it fun when the monsters were stomping around? Didn't you enjoy that part? The little kid in you, the young cub.
I don't know.
That's a yes. That's a yes. The young cub is there screaming.
No, for a monster,
can't get it past the old cub's mouth.
For a monster movie, there was just too little monster action.
Okay, that's true. But this is Norwegian. Did you ever see the Norwegian movies before? They're bad. They have very little monster action and a lot of talking.
Yeah, but instead they have.
That's true.
They have a compelling story, at least, when they have not enough monster action. But
they
this
do
time
not
they
have
had
compelling stories. Norwegian monster movies, they do not have compelling stories. You're gonna have to name me some of them.
Yeah, Troll.
Yeah, that's the first one, which we agreed on. I'm talking about ones from like the 60s. Do you remember? I can't think of the names of them, but they would like spit green slime and stuff like that, and they were terrible.
What they have made? The Norwegians.
You talking about Godzilla movies?
It's kind of a Godzilla style, but it was set in Norway.
What, Greg? You saying Norwegians have made more than one movie?
Yeah, they did.
I thought that this is the first movie they have made.
No. I think they were the Norwegians. I'm pretty sure. And it was spit green. So I'll have to send you a deal after I research it. I'm drinking whiskey and rum and freaking Shiner now. After the way you abused me at the beginning of the show, I had to start drinking. So now you're dealing with drunk Greg at Christmas. So watch out.
Oh my God.
I didn't say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Everybody on the panel got Bitcoins from me, and also a 1988 German 5 Reichsmark. Woohoo!
Yes, and you should explain the Bitcoin is a Bitcoin coin.
Yes,
not
and I got that specifically because Cub, on his several speeches about Bitcoin, he would always say, "Now Bitcoin, it is not a coin. It is not a coin." And I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "I've got to find a Bitcoin and send it to him." And it arrived on his birthday. Woohoo!
Oh, that's great.
Yes. Now I have real Bitcoin coin.
Now you got a real Bitcoin coin, and you can talk about it and get it out and show it to your buddies. The one of them who will probably steal it because they're not going to understand that isn't your Bitcoin money. It's merely a coin. And we lost Bazzil again. You know he was going to say something funny about that.
Yeah, but better they steal my Bitcoin coin than they steal my real Satoshis.
Right. No, they steal your soul. Your soul is now in that Bitcoin.
No, it's in the 5 Reichsmark, of course.
Of course.
I'm a German.
Well,
This-
now the 88, is that the Second Reich, or I know it's not the third. I think it's the Second Reich, or is it the First Reich? I get them all confused.
Huh? What?
Reich.
What?
There's different Reichs. You're not aware of German
Yeah.
history?
Yes. The first. The first
I'm
Reich is very old. It's from the 1800s, I think. And
I thought that was like Frederick the Great, and then the Second Reich was like Bismarck, right?
yeah,
When y'all were
something,
supposed to come help Texas when we were being
so-
attacked by the Yankees, and y'all
Yeah,
didn't show up
something-
to help us, we
Yeah.
sent a message to you, and you say you
yeah,
didn't
something
get it.
like that. And then the Third Reich, of course, never
We don't
happened.
talk about.
We don't talk about. And yeah, and we are now preparing the Fourth Reich, which
I
is
know
called,
you are.
no, which is called EU. You know the Fourth Reich.
I know.
It's called EU.
Oh, they're so awesome.
Yes, it's the worst one, by the way, the Fourth Reich. And it's also under German control as
I
the
know.
other ones. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So, but this time we don't call it Reich anymore. We call it EU. That people think it has a democratic legitimacy, which it hasn't, because they are not elected leaders there, and the laws they just make up, and we have to follow them, even if they're against humanity and things like that.
Well, that's all true. There's one more thing I wanted to say about Troll 2 is they did mention the Spock line, the needs of the many versus the needs of the few,
Yeah.
and they named their kid Uhura after it, and I thought that was a great callback to a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You should never mention a better movie in your stupid product. That's what I say, because they were complete unbelievable as Trekkies. I didn't buy them for a second that they were true Star Trek fans. I thought this is just written into the script from a woman that has never seen Star Trek before and just now tries to pretend to catch the fans or whatever. Makes fan service even if she had no idea, because you don't call anybody Uhura. You take a name from Star Trek or something from Star Trek that just an insider gets. Not something ridiculous like Uhura or something like that. And also, isn't Uhura the last name? I don't know. So yeah, so Greg is silent again, and Bazzil, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, and Kat?
Everyone can hear you, Cub. It's just sometimes y'all can't hear me. But yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Like Janice Rand was his yeoman. That would be like naming the baby Rand instead of Janice.
Yeah, something like that. And so for me, this just came off like, yeah, now they try to be smart, but without really understanding what they are citing. And
I know, but they screwed the whole thing up, and I was giving them a little bit of credit.
I don't. Sorry, from no credit from me. There's no Reichsmark and no Bitcoin or even a Satoshi. Nothing from me.
Even with all the problems it has, I'm giving it a thumbs up. How about you, Kat? Kat?
Kat?
Have we lost Kat? I can see her. She's still there.
Oh,
Maybe.
she muted herself.
Uh-oh.
But what is it, Bazzil?
Bazzil, did you see Troll and did you like it? Troll 2.
I have not seen it yet.
I'm here.
Okay, did you give it a thumbs up or down on Troll 2? I'm going up.
Thumbs up. Like you said, I like it because it's like a kaiju movie.
Yeah.
But here's one thing I will stick in there, Greg. I know that they had bad acting in those Godzilla movies back in the day, but I have to say, I did care about the characters and I did like them in Gojira. What is that, 1956?
Yeah.
Had
Well,
Raymond
I wasn't talking about the original. I was talking about all the terrible ones
And
that
also,
followed.
it's I think 1954 or not?
Yeah, it's 54,
Yeah,
but the
you're right.
American
You're right.
the American version was in 56. So
Yeah.
you're right as well, Kat, because we didn't see the original, or at least I didn't, till well after. The only one they'd ever show is the Americanized one with what's his name, Ironsides in it.
Yeah, Raymond Burr.
Yeah, Raymond Burr, which in its own way was good, but not as nearly as good as the original. And I mean, you care about the characters in the first one, but by the time they get to where they're having the little kids in there and all this other stuff, they just ruined it. And that's what I was comparing it to. Was you still went to go see the monsters, but you really didn't count on any kind of a story.
Yeah.
Yes, the only one
Definitely. I
that
get
can
what you're saying. Yes.
that can be called a real continuation of the original one is the last one here, Godzilla Zero, or what it's called.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Minus one.
I like when that troll flung that helicopter like he did. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so provisional. Me and Kat are giving a thumbs up as a kaiju movie, but not so much on the acting. But we did like the first Troll. We compare that maybe to the first Godzilla, so that you had good acting and good kaiju action as well. So,
yeah, but for me,
and a thumbs down from Cub as always.
No, for me, a sideways thumb again.
Oh, okay.
Because even it was still better compared to annoying other stuff last year, and I would say Troll 2 is even on the better side of the movies when you see all the movies from last year. So it's not a total thumbs down; it is a thumbs sideways.
And they keep eating off all the guy characters, so there's going to be nothing left but the women in the Troll 3.
Yeah, no, in Norway only women, so yeah, they have to import. That's why they are importing men from Africa, or don't you think so?
I wasn't aware of
really?
Yeah, they're letting the migration.
Yeah, because all the men are eaten up by trolls. Yeah. Yeah, so so much for Troll. I would say let's troll on, okay?
Yeah.
Greg.
Audio is tripping out again.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm here. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I saw it. How about you, Kat?
I saw it as well.
How about you, Bazzil?
What movie?
Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2.
No.
Okay, so we'll go to Kat and let her lead off this time.
Yeah, good luck.
I didn't like this movie. It had no continuity to the story, really. I didn't understand what was going on most of the time. What's the story with the little girl in this Freddy's place? I just didn't understand the whole story. It made no sense. It put me to sleep.
Confusing and disappointing, maybe?
Yeah, exactly, because I just didn't know what to make of it.
Well, that's what I wrote down, confusing and disappointing.
Yeah, there you go.
And I have no idea what was going on.
Normally you explain all of it.
No, I can't, because I have no idea why.
See, we're all in agreement so far.
No, because I never played the game. And the first one, at least you had a kind of a story, the first one, that you could kind of follow with spirits and things like that. But the second one has nothing of that. It's just things are happening and you have no idea, no idea. And also they are teasing a third one at the end here with this.
They're teasing the third one through the whole movie.
Yeah. At the end, one of the woman gets possessed or whatever from, I don't know from what, and and yeah, but that's just how it is.
I think it's the girl who tries to save the boy at the very beginning, and she's mad at everybody, and then she keeps possessing these other women. They kind of look like robots, or maybe they're not robots, or I thought they could
Who
only
the
possess
hell
robots.
knows?
From the first movie, I thought they could only possess these animatronics. Now they can possess people, but then they die or they don't die when the people die. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's confusing.
and also that now they can leave the park for reasons, but then they can't, and then they need a code that they are able to leave it. But how do they work outside the park? I don't understand. I have no idea what is going on.
No,
And
none of
also
it makes any
you have
sense.
you have the clash between the old robots and the new robots at the end. The old
Yep.
robots kind of come in to the rescue, but
Yeah,
I thought the robots were the bad guys in the original movie.
but apparently
Right,
they
that's
like
what
the
I
little
thought.
girl. Even though they were bad, they like her, so they fight the other robots. How they had any power outside of the thing?
No,
What made that little girl any different than any of the other kids that came? That was another thought in my head too.
yeah, yeah. This was
What
also
makes her
something.
special?
Yeah, and also
Nothing.
why is became
And she's
the
very naive. I mean,
Yeah.
ridiculously naive. These robots are killing people around her, and she's acting like they're cuddle buddies.
Yeah, in the first movie, it turns out the robots are spirits of children that got murdered,
Right.
and so maybe it's she still thinks that these new robots were clearly different robots. These were not the
Well,
ones
at the
that
very
she
end of
knows.
at the very end of the movie, remember his little brother comes back to tell him that one is going to be released and he can't control him anymore. So I guess he was contained within these animatronics, and these animatronics were somehow containing some greater evil. That's all I got.
Yeah, yeah. So it was awful.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
Yeah.
bad. I
yeah,
can't recommend it.
yeah,
No.
Thumbs down for
Hell
me.
no. Thumbs
And
down for me.
I did
yeah.
thumbs down on Running Man too, in case y'all weren't listening.
No.
So. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go on to the next one. Nothing more to be said. The next one is Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I was surprised. I normally don't like these kinds of movies, especially at Christmas. But this was different. This was a different kind of movie.
A different kind of
Yeah,
awfulness.
Did anybody else get a chance to see this?
No, damn it, I wish I could have, but it didn't come up on the Cody box, so I couldn't watch it.
Okay. What about you, Basil?
Not yet.
Okay,
On the
so
list.
I guess
Some
I'm gonna
activity probably.
start in on it then. We've got basically a Santa Claus killer movie, and the movie starts out with a little kid, and he sees his grandpa die, and then somebody bangs into the back of their car. When the father goes back, he gets murdered. Then it comes and murders the mother, but she also kills the Santa Claus. Well, what you don't see till later in the movie is that a spirit comes up and out of this killer Santa Claus and into the little kid. And so you have like an audio, he's talking to the kid, and it looks like he's just kind of a crazy mass murdering son of a bitch who likes to dress up like Santa. But what we find out later is everyone who's being killed is actually bad people. So his mom and dad, they had murdered his grandfather to get his money. They'd poisoned him. All these other people who are being killed are being killed for a reason. Has anybody ever seen the movie Frailty? And I hope Cub has seen it. Although I've
Yes, of course. And
okay,
it shamelessly steals from Frailty
it doesn't shamelessly steal.
and
It's a,
also from Dexter.
and I'm not talking about Dexter. I'm talking about Frailty. Okay,
Yeah.
in Frailty, you have this mass murderer, right? And through the movie, you're like, oh, this guy's really bad. And his dad is like, oh, we've got to kill these people because God wants them dead because they. And later you learn, yes, all of them were like serial killers and murderers.
Yes, but Dexter gets also. We can't hear you, Greg, anymore as usual. But Dexter gets also his not instructions, but he talks constantly to imaginative people, and so it's really also a little bit
But they're
like
not
Dexter.
imaginary. The thing is, Cub, it's not imaginary. This is real, and that's what we learned from Frailty. Because when God wants him to go in and kill this FBI guy who's on his case, but is also he killed his mother. He's this horrible person. He's a mass murderer. Well, he walks right into the FBI building and he kills him, and he walks right back out. And when they look at the security cameras, everyone glitches when it sees him. Everyone who sees him can't identify him. Why? Because he really was from God. This Santa Claus is not a crazy murderer. He really is killing bad people. It's the Frailty movie. It has nothing to do with Dexter. Cub's completely wrong again, but it does have to do with Frailty.
Yeah, whatever.
Let me ask you
I'm right.
something, Greg.
You should explain also. It is supposed to be a remake of this.
Every time I try to explain something, my audio cuts out. What did you say, Kat?
Let me ask you this. Okay, have you seen the original?
Original what?
Silent Night, Deadly Night is
Silent
a
Night, Deadly
remake
Night.
of
No,
the
I didn't see the original.
1984 Silent
I
Night,
think
Deadly
I
Night
saw it like 40
classic.
years ago. I don't
Yeah,
remember it. I don't really watch these kinds of movies. The only reason I watch something like this is because Cub sticks it on the thing. So I was surprised. I wouldn't have watched this. I don't like Santa Claus killer movies because they suck because it's Santa, fuck.
Yeah.
It's Christmas, and I don't like Christmas being messed with by assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Greg, I made a Silent Night, Deadly Night retrospective 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't watch it because it was Christmas, and I don't want to see that shit.
It's
I
odd
watched
because every Christmas season we have a slasher movie. It's ridiculous.
And I don't watch them. It sucks that, it's Christmas. I don't want to see Santa Claus stabbing people. I know you love that shit, but you're secular. You're not religious. It's not Christ's birthday to you, so it means nothing. It means a hell of a lot to me, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I talk about
It's just
this
ridiculous. Every
fact.
single year, the same shit.
I talk
Instead of
about
good,
this
happy stuff,
fact
you
in
come
my
out with
review,
this
by the way.
Okay.
Greg. I also don't like that, but
Okay, well, talk about it here. This is your chance to tell us.
No, Greg, it was not my idea to put out a stupid Silent Night, Deadly Night remake on Christmas. That was not my idea. But I thought, because I reviewed the series anyway in my Brian Yusner review back then. I reviewed the whole series, and so I put it out of my Brian Yusner one and made a separate one when I heard that they make a remake. And when it came out at Christmas, I said, okay, then because Wednesday was also on Christmas, and I thought, okay, that makes perfect sense. Then I'm going to release it on Christmas, the review, which I had already finished. I would never have made it for my own because I don't like these kind of movies with killer Santas.
I don't
totally
either.
agree.
Like the only time I've ever I watched the original, and then when I heard he told me about this, I was like, oh, I would like to see it because I watched the original one, and I just wanted to see how it compared to it.
Yeah, compared to it first off, it's not a remake; it's just a remake.
Totally different movie.
In name only, yeah, totally different movie because in the original it's really a killer Santa. It's not somebody who punishes.
See, and it was banned back in the 80s, and they took it away from the theaters and stuff. Long lines of people flipping out. So it's like one of those carnal things that you want to see even though you ain't supposed to.
Yeah, and also the second thing is this remake is with the same character like the last Halloween movie, like Halloween Kills. In Halloween Kills, this guy, this new killer, has he faces Michael Myers and kind of takes the power from him, and also takes I think he also takes the mask from him. And runs up and becomes the new Michael Myers till he gets murdered. But but this time in Silent Night, he plays the same character, the same actor from Halloween Kills, plays again the same character, the same character, and
That's the same guy. I didn't.
The same guy.
That.
Yeah, it's the same guy, the same hack. And so, and also he has again a girlfriend, like in Halloween Kills. Even if he's a killer, he has a girlfriend. Yeah, sure. And also in Silent Night, this girlfriend becomes the new killer Santa, because his spirit goes up to her, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because he is supposed to kill as Santa Claus. And sorry, it's much easier for a guy to pretend to be Santa Claus than for a woman to put on a false beard. Then you have Life of Brian when you do that.
The one funny part I liked was the Nazis getting killed. All the Nazi Santas getting killed by machine guns and the other. That was funny.
Oh yeah, that's why I hated the movie.
I knew when
that sounds funny.
I knew when that was on there, Cub was not going to like the movie.
Yeah, that's why I really hate the movie. Yeah.
Anyway, I can't give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm gonna steal from the Cubs book and give it a sideways thumb.
No, Greg. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs down. So that's because of the Nazi killer scene here.
Okay, so let's move on to movie number 9, which is Cub's favorite movie of all time, probably Avatar 3.
Are you serious?
No. I don't know what he's going to say. We'll see.
Yeah. So who has seen this slug?
I couldn't make it through. I tried to watch it. From what I saw, it was again the same thing, visually stunning, but not on a TV. You'd have to go into the movie theater, and the story just terrible, just ridiculously bad, unwatchable dreck that I couldn't wade through. It's like wading through a river of shit.
Yeah. So has anybody?
The only thing good about it is the CGI.
Bazzil loves the CGI.
Greg, has anybody seen the third one?
I saw the first one. I did not see the second one.
The first one.
Yeah, okay. Has anybody seen the third one? I'm the only one who has seen it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw part of it.
Could you see the third one?
Me?
Okay. So, in short, the third one has exactly the same story as the second one.
And I knew it would be like that, and I said, no, I don't really want to watch this. Even if I can find it, I don't want to watch it. Even my granddaughter looked at me, and she said, I'm not really into Avatar, Grandma. Me either.
What did you say?
Greg, she looked at me, and she said, I'm not into Avatar, Grandma.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
From the mouths of babes, huh?
So I can tell you, I can tell you the first of the movie ends exactly where it starts. They achieve nothing. It's again about the humans that have to be defeated. It's again that you have to get all the different animals and so on your side. You have again in the second one you had the whale that you wanted to convince, and then with the whale they could defeat the humans, the bad humans. And in this one you have a group of whales that have to get convinced, and they convinced. It's exactly the same story as the second one. And also you have the only difference is the motivation, because in the second one, in the first one, it was this precious metal that they wanted to get from the planet. It was just about a company that wants to get the metal because it's precious. If you can remember, it had a special name, adamantium or something like that. And the second one,
no, it's called unobtainium.
Oh yeah, unobtainium. And the second one they completely forgot about the unobtainium. In the second one, they wanted the juice of the whales because you can become immortal as a human.
How
with
many
this.
billions of humans are dying on Earth because they couldn't get the unobtainium?
I don't know. But in the second one,
I estimate at least 3 billion. That should be the story.
No, in the second one is what about the whale juice. And in the third one...
Whale juice is delicious.
Yeah, but in the third one, they completely they still forgot about the adaptanium. They still were after the whale juice, but the motivation was this time Earth is dying, and people from Earth have to invade Pandora to live there because Earth is dying. That's the motivation in part 3. So they change the motivation every movie. They change the backstory, and but the end is as usual. They get the plants together and defeat the bad humans, who this time are not that bad because they just want to survive. So they are not really the bad guys if you think about it.
Okay.
Greg?
Yeah, I was just listening and rapt attention to you, Cub.
Yeah, but my problem. So the movie sucks, of course. But my biggest problem with these movies are that the humans are portrayed as the bad guys, and I'm as a human. Why should I root for some stupid aliens that I don't give a fuck about? And of course, they are supposed to be Indians, and this is supposed to be colonialism or whatever. But they fucked up their own motivation in the third one completely, because now they said that the humans have no choice. They have to live now on Pandora, or because they get extinct on Earth, and so you can't
because they didn't get the unobtainium. That means 7 billion people died because we lost that battle in the first one. So that sucks. I'm pro-human. I'm pro getting the stupid unobtainium.
Yes, and I'm also pro getting rid of these stupid Navi because I can't stand them. But there's also another different thing from the other movies. This time they turn the only human that is walking around there. He's called Spider, and he walks around with a mask because humans can't breathe the air on Pandora. They turn this thing, that is on the planet here. They call it like Mother or whatever. It's a being that is connecting the whole planet. This thing magically transforms him into a Navi, but he has still the human form, but he develops a dick from his head. So he's a real dick.
What?
So he becomes a real dickhead.
Oh my God. Is it really a dick on his head, man?
Oh my God!
They have their genitals in their hair, and they are connecting with each other and with.
I didn't know that.
That's right. That's why I know what you're talking about. Oh my God! I didn't even think about that.
A real dickhead or not?
Yeah. That oh man! So I haven't seen but a little bit of this thing, and I'm giving it 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, but wait a second. Maybe you give it a 3rd thumbs down, because when he gets his dick grown from his hair, what happens to his natural dick? Does this fall off or what?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I don't know where your mind goes on this stuff.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So yeah, Avatar is so bad. It's really. I don't really get why this makes $1 billion or $2 billion or whatever.
It's the visuals. People love the visuals, and they're really stupid about story. They don't, think. That's why.
But I don't know anybody who watches this crap. Besides me, of course. But I have to. As a reviewer, I have to. But
you tried to force us to do it.
Yes, unsuccessfully, I have to say.
Right? Yay!
You have to watch harder. I told you that, Greg.
I know.
Yeah. Haven't you learned anything from Die Hard 2? Oh, man. So, yeah, what's the next one? Or let's say the last one.
The next one is Anaconda, the last movie on our list.
Yeah.
So this is Anaconda. I don't know whatever the latest name is. It stars Jack Black. He is absolutely horrible in it. To
The
me,
other one is also horrible. The other so-called actor. What's his name? Is it
yeah. So Anaconda, whatever they call it, is about the idea. I like the idea, kind of a parody on the Anaconda movies, but the idea is excellent. The execution is awful. The first half of the movie is unwatchable. Hollywood sniffing its own farts ass. I mean, it's horrible. The second half, when the snake comes in and starts eating these assholes, made me happy that at least they were being eaten, but it's still terrible writing, terrible acting. The CGI, ironically, was better than average. The CGI has been the downfall of these things, and they actually did better on that. Maybe because we see less of the snake, because it for whatever reason. But I hated the movie overall, and I'm gonna have to give it 2 thumbs down. Even though I like the original Anaconda with Voight, and this is probably, I don't know, the second best in the series, but it's still terrible.
No, because the second one, Anacondas, is even better than the first one, if you can remember.
I don't remember it. I don't know if I even saw it.
The continuation of the original Anaconda is the good one.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
No, you are thinking about the original, which is so bad that it's good again.
Right. I'm probably thinking of the second one as the first one.
No, you are thinking of the one with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube, or not?
Yeah, Ice Cube. Ice Cube was the best part of this one when he showed up, even though he's only got a little.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm probably flashing back to that second one. You're right. I haven't seen these things in a long time. Cub watches these every year because he loves them, but I don't.
No, I had to watch them for my review, as you know. And the thing is, first off, has anybody seen it besides Greg? Kat,
yeah, but I do remember these movies were pretty cheaply made.
Kat, could you see Anaconda, the new one?
No.
What about you, Bazzil?
I had to give up on it. It was too bad.
Oh, okay.
Bad as Avatar.
Okay, so
I thought right to the bitter end.
I thought where
he stabbed his stupid Oscar into the snake, that was so fracking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was.
That's how he killed it. Stabbing his stupid Oscar he carries everywhere into the snake.
First and that killed a big old snake?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. First off, it was completely miscast.
Completely
miscast. With another cast. Best of not famous actors or famous comedians. This could have been a funny thing with unknown actors. Unknown actors that really where really somebody says, "Oh, here I have bought the rights to Anaconda."
Like I said, it was a great idea, but the execution was terrible. You're right. The casting was horrible. Jack Black was so bad.
The other one was also, which name constantly I'm missing. What was
I don't remember them either, but they were all bad.
It was not Ryan Gosling. It was also somebody.
I can see the face of him, but I can't.
Who is not a star, but constantly they try to sell us this guy as a star. Wasn't he also called Sivas here in the remake? This other guy, or was that Ryan Gosling? Hey, wait a second. What was the name of the guy here from Drive?
I don't know, man. I've been drinking for 2 hours.
Oh, here from Blade Runner, from the Blade Runner 2 here, Blade Runner Boogaloo.
Our expert is Bazzil. What's the name, Bazzil?
I plead the fifth.
What?
I defer to my attorneys at law, Cub et al.
Yeah, what I said, both were completely miscast, and with completely unknown actors, they could have had a chance that this thing, then the gags maybe would have worked. But when you have Jack Black who's acting like a clown, it's not funny.
I completely agree with Cub on that.
Because you are expecting that when you see Jack Black. But it would be hilarious if you had really tried to make it a little bit kind of serious, and then these ridiculous things happened, like meeting the other crew here from the real crew that tries to make the remake. From
the ones who all get eaten.
Yeah, and also really, then that would have been funny. But having Jack Black in there, you are expecting that anyway.
You're expecting it. You're right.
Yeah, and so this was, and also this movie was so cheaply made for under 50 million. It was 45 million only. So this movie could really had a chance to break even. If they wouldn't have, if they wouldn't have cast Jack Black, I can tell you. Without Jack Black, this movie could have had a chance at the box
I agree.
office.
Jack Black ruined it.
Yeah, it would just half the cost. I tell you, Jack Black got at least 20 million of the budget.
Right.
At least.
So why not cast somebody else? Do the movie for 20 or 25 million with unknown actors, and you got a hit.
Yeah, but, and you get a hit like these Blumhouse movies. Then you get a cheap horror movie. Let it be a comedy. I don't care. But then you had a hit. First time ever. But no, even this thing they had to put into the sand. And also for a comedy, it had so little jokes. I have to say. There was just only one decent joke in it, which was with the one from the trailer. Yeah, with the pig, where he's running around with the pig on his head.
Right.
But it was the one from the trailer. Anyway. So,
and that wasn't funny because it was stupid Jack Black. It would have been so much better with anybody else. By that point in the movie, you're so tired of his fucking antics that it's not funny, you know? But at least for me, I was like, I'm done with this guy. He ruined the first half of the movie is totally unwatchable. At least when you have snakes trying to eat them, it makes it a little better. But it's a terrible movie. I'm sorry, but it's bad. Yeah, and I like the Anaconda movies. For the most part, I like these kind of monster gators and snakes and stuff.
Yeah, but the really best Anaconda movie is the Chinese one. I talked about it in my review.
That's right, you did. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's from 2024, and this is really the best Anaconda movie. It's even better than the original, than the one with Jon Voight. But of course, the one with Jon Voight is so bad it's good movie. So it has that it has that going for it. But this Chinese Anaconda one, first and also part 2 Anacondas, is a well-made movie, and it's serious and really entertaining, and I really liked it. But really, the best one is the Chinese one, where you had kind of a similar story like the first one, but not exactly the same story. But you had so good villains. You had so good villains and motivations for the villains. They had much better motivations in the Chinese one, and so you had much more fun with the story when your villains are kind of believable. And it looked good. It was very good, well shot, and it looked really, really elaborate. So yeah. So much for Anaconda.
Okay, the next on the list is number 11. It's It. The Welcome to Derry. Did you get a chance to see this, Cat?
No, I did not. I hate this because I was so busy and so tired over the holidays. I didn't get much.
Yeah, it's exhausting at Christmas. I know. What about you, Bazzil? Did you get a chance to see it?
Nope.
I unfortunately as well did not get a chance to see it.
Yeah, and I unfortunately had to watch it because of my review, upcoming review for.
All right, well, you can tell us what you think about it, Cub.
It has nothing to do with the novel. Zero.
Well, that usually makes you
Because
angry.
No, there wasn't that.
no, because the novel story we are supposed to have already gotten in It Part 1 and 2, as you know. And this is a prequel to that.
Okay.
The TV series is supposed to be a prequel to the two movies we got from the same hacks who gave us the It 2017 and It Think 2019. It Chapter 2 or Think 20. Yeah. And so this is, but the thing is they made already the mistake in the movies to let the movie start in the 80s instead of the 50s, like the book. And now, but they told the whole story in the movies. But now they start the story in the 60s and give us new characters who are supposed to be the ancestors of the ones we saw from the movie, and now try to sell it like, this is more like the book because it plays in the 50s or 60s. And so they give us new characters, but much weaker characters than in the original story. They make all of the characters kind of female, the main ones, and make many characters up, also mostly female, and of course some male villains as usual. And also they make it a complete racial drama. But it's not a racial drama in the book. In the book, it's about Pennywise. It's not
Right.
it's not about racism in every episode. But it is about racism. Racism, equality, blah, blah, blah. You have an Indian tribe also put in there, which is also supposed to be the good guys. But of course, only the women have the powers and the men are useless. And
Well,
also
there you go.
only the women are the fighters. Only the women are using bow and arrow and things like that.
Hey,
And
guys need their rest.
yeah, and the man in an Indian tribe. Yeah, sure. So the fighter in an Indian tribe, they want to sell us like in Prey. The good fighters in the Indian tribe were the women. The man couldn't fight shit. But the women there were the big fighters there.
I'm sure they had some good women in some tribes, but for the most part, that's not true.
Yeah, and so that's, and also they make up
now the Amazons
they
are
put
an
in
exception.
they put and also they put in a storyline completely out of their ass. They put in here the guy from Shining, Hologram. Here, the janitor from Shining.
I never really followed this show.
No, Shining.
I got you, but
I remember. You talking about the original one?
Yeah,
The Shining?
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they put him, this Halloran, now in the story of It.
All right,
For
now I'm
reasons.
getting
Why?
confused.
I have
Why
no
would they do
idea.
that? That's
It doesn't make
stupid.
it doesn't make any sense. Also, you know that nothing is going to happen to him since he has to go to the Overlook Hotel after that.
Right.
What the?
So and not even that. He discovers his shining in It. Yeah, with
Really?
Pennywise. Pennywise is kind of opening his shining box. And also, you have the military in there, and now it becomes really ridiculous. So the military plan in It, which is also has completely nothing to do with the original story, is to release Pennywise over the whole world, to the whole country, that he can spread fear to get the crime rates down on the streets. And it is no joke.
Oh my God, that sounds dumb as hell.
Yes. So the military is portrayed in this thing.
How is what? They're
The mi-
gonna release the killer clown to drive down crime. Am I hearing
Yes.
that right?
Yes, because the general is his opinion is that people have no fear anymore and no respect, and that's why the crime rates are so high. But this killer clown, and the military knows, by the way, that every 27 years this clown is killing people in a but that's the reason why in Derry, where it lives, the crime rates are so low on the streets, because everybody lives in fear. And he wants to release it in the whole country. But Pennywise, he is strapped to Derry thanks to Indian magic, whatever, which is the meteoroid parts of it are planted all over around Derry, and that these things keep Pennywise just in Derry. And so the military needs Halloran, and his abilities, not because he isn't using his shining. He has also other abilities, because Halloran is now like Firestarter or Carrie. He has several abilities, and the shining is the only one he doesn't have, because he gets his shining thanks to Pennywise. And they need Halloran to find these parts of the meteoroid that they can destroy them, that Pennywise can get free to the whole country, that the whole country or world lives in fear, and the crime rates are all down, even if it every 27 years makes a killing spree. But it's a low price for a safe world. Yeah.
So did you like the show or did you not? What's your overall opinion of it, Cub?
It's worse than cancer. It gave me AIDS by watching it.
So that sounds like a thumbs down.
There are not enough thumbs on this world. We have to take every thumb that ever existed to give it enough thumbs
That's
down.
a lot of thumbs. I'm glad I didn't watch it now. Even the Hitler cat's glad.
And these hacks, now
Yes.
it gets better. Greg, it gets better. This is supposed to be prequel part 1 of 3. They want to make 2 other series which play again 27 years earlier, so that already know how it goes down anyway. So there's zero tension or what or whatever. And now then they want to tell exactly the same story again, this time in 1920 so and so, 1928 or whatever, 1970, 27 years earlier, and then the next one 27 years earlier. And I can tell you, it has nothing to do with the book. Zero.
Well, that's going to make Bazzil angry.
Yeah. So
Very disappointed.
He does love books.
Yeah.
So do you want to move on to the next one, or do you have more to say about this? We hadn't seen it.
No, I don't want to talk about it ever in my life again. For me, these hacks I'm completely done with them. I'm talking about it again in 5 months when I make the review, and that's then the last time I've ever.
Okay. So the last thing we have on the list is somewhat interesting, because when Cub sends out his updates to us, he took it off my list and Bazzil's list. Doctor Who season 7 was removed by Cub. He added it in again. Yeah.
I watched it. Damn it, I watched it.
Well, he added it back again last night. but it was too late. I didn't. Since he took it off, Bazzil pointed out to me, "Hey, there's no Doctor Who on here," and I said, "Well, I guess we don't have to watch it." But I did substitute a wild card episode. One of my favorite doctors, Tom Baker, and his first one with Taranga Leela was the Face of Evil. So I substituted that for
Greg,
season.
I didn't
Go and
take
look.
it.
You'll
Greg,
see
I
on your
didn't
update.
take it off.
You removed it. You said not to watch it.
No, Greg, I didn't take it off. I didn't catch it with copying because it was the last thing on the list, and I only got copied till it, and didn't see that I didn't catch the Doctor Who, which above that.
It
line.
wasn't on the list.
That's weird, you know, because it was on mine.
Yeah, because
it wasn't on me and Bazzil. It wasn't on ours.
Yeah, because
it sounds like an excuse, Cub.
Yeah, as I said, it wasn't intentional. That it wasn't on the list. It was a mistake because I was in hurry and I didn't catch the last line.
A mistake? You know what Nomad would do to somebody who makes a mistake? Sterilize.
Yeah, but also we have agreed on watching Doctor Who every stream and a season.
Except when you remove them. I mean, when you remove them, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, you are supposed to ask, why did you remove it? And then I would answer you.
You know how angry you get when I ask questions?
So you couldn't think of it that it was just a mistake?
I wasn't going to mess with you at Christmas. You get extra grumpy.
Yeah, as I said, it was just a mistake from
Well, I didn't get a chance to see it, and neither did Bazzil, but y'all can talk about it. I'd love to hear y'all discuss it. Or we could discuss Face of Evil, which was my wild card selection. Since you decided to take it off, I added that. Tom Baker and Taranga Leela, the first episode with her, is awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. He's my favorite Doctor Who. And we never have got to him. I've never been able to discuss him. Because,
we're getting there. We're getting there slow but sure.
Yeah,
I love him too. He's my favorite doctor too. Don't worry, Greg. But we'll get there. Patience.
Yeah, okay.
When we do, Cub will take it off the list.
So Kat,
will.
These were 4 episodes this time in color.
In color?
Yeah.
And with a
doctor.
Yeah.
John Pertwee, his stuff was all colored.
All right, I want to hear what Kat has to say about it. Let's hear Kat.
Yes.
I really love this because, like he said, it was in color and it was like, oh, wow, seeing this the first time, it's pretty intense in color. And I liked it. And then you got a new doctor. And I really like that. We're on to Spearhead from Space. And I think there was Doctor Who meets the Silurians. These were really good stories.
Greg, when Kat speaks, you have to mute yourself because it seems like that it comes also through your microphone for some reasons. I don't know why.
Here, I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay. Is Kat now also gone? What the fuck? No,
you told her to leave.
No, Kat may have dropped off for just a second.
No, I didn't tell her to leave. I told her when Kat speaks, then Greg, you have to mute yourself. Not otherwise.
Technical glitch, guys. Just give her a minute. She'll be back.
Yeah, no, because I saw that you were blinking also, and also her sound was completely not understandable. So I thought
I heard a little bit of an echo in there.
Yeah, and I thought the echo comes from Greg for reasons. I have no idea what is going on.
It's all good. She should be back in a minute.
Kat, are you back
now?
If you want, I could play the Houston Oilers fight song.
She goes. She's back.
Yeah,
I'm excited to get reset.
I liked the storylines in this season 4, but what I didn't like was the fact that the Doctor was stuck on Earth the whole time.
Yeah, that's the only thing I had against it.
Also, I had the feeling that there were many filler episodes where they just stretched out the story for no real reason, and yeah, but overall, I have to say I kind of like the old Doctor Who episodes more because they played in space and on different planets and so on. And but I don't dislike this season 7. It's just not my favorite. And I'm looking forward to how it goes on. I just hope that there are more space adventures in the future, and not so many on Earth, because the Earth ones I kind of think are the weakest ones.
See, that's a good question because I can't remember honestly whether he leaves and goes into space at all while he's the Doctor. He doesn't.
No,
I know the next one does.
Kat. The reason is the TARDIS is broken. He's repairing.
I thought he was under punishment from the Time Lords.
That was the old Doctor. But this time here in season 7, his TARDIS is broken, and he has.
Well, doesn't that punishment roll over?
And yeah, well, maybe.
I think it did.
His punishment was becoming this Doctor, or not? I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you call it a punishment. He just, had to regenerate.
Yeah, and so this time we get many unit episodes. Unit, special troop, whatever, and it's really kind of more a unit series than a Doctor Who series. It's constantly about unit and the Doctor helping unit with the actual problem.
Well, see, the Brigadier comes to be like a regular character on the show, and I think that's what they're trying to do, is weave him in to the whole thing. But
yeah, something like that. And so as I said, I thought they were okay, but they are not my favorites. I have to see how it goes on in season 8.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, and it looks like that in season 8 there are at least a few episodes in space, not just on Earth.
So, do you give it a thumbs up or down, Cub? And what about you, Kat?
Thumbs up.
Yes, I give it a thumbs up. Even if they are not my all-time favorites of Doctor Who, I really thought that the last season was better. Season 6.
Yeah, I'll give it that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like more of the episodes. They were also more different. The whole time on Earth is just I don't know. It's just more like Columbo or
well, see, I remember them talking about this on the BBC about when John Pertwee was the Doctor. They made him more like a James Bond character.
Yes, really. It's really like more like detective story or something like that, a spy story. It's not so much. No, for me, he really has to become the Doctor. Till now, he's not really there, in my opinion. And Jess has a completely different opinion on season 7. For him, it's one of the best seasons of Doctor Who.
See,
very British.
I can't agree.
Him dealing with the British military and stuff, it always seemed weird. That didn't seem like a Doctor Who thing, that he's a technical advisor to the British general. I don't know.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
always seem like the weakest episodes.
Yeah, and this whole season he's dealing with the unit. The whole season, all 4 episodes are about him with the unit solving the problem of the week.
I started watching this shit when I was a kid, and I was always happy when Unit came in and backed the Doctor up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I would say next time we talk about season 8, and it doesn't matter if it's on the list or not. The list is
What?
the Doctor Who thing is it's general. We have said that we are talking every season, every stream about the next season.
Yeah, but sometimes you take stuff off and you get very grumpy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but nothing.
You hear
there's
them growling
only
for weeks about it.
You haven't said this before. This is all new.
Wait
You
a
didn't
sec.
say, oh,
Wait a
we're
second.
going to do it no
The
matter what.
only time I took stuff off the list was only when the stuff wasn't available anymore.
You take
when
stuff
the-
off the list all the time for very obscure reasons.
No, the reason
Yes.
the reason was
Yeah,
only
yeah.
I took only one time stuff from the list because it was Mortal Kombat, the remake, which they pushed to March or May this year, and this is the only time where something was on the list. And when I heard that that this thing didn't get a cinema release last year, I took it from the list and and so that you don't have to watch it. That was the only time where I took something from the list. Yeah, Greg.
Okay, well, that's the last thing on the list, so we need to, guess, wrap up the episode.
Yes. So I would say thanks for joining me here on the stream, and thanks for the audience listening to us. And even if we sometimes get a little bit louder, especially when it comes to political stuff and so on, we are still friends.
That's true.
We're just a wild,
Yeah.
crazy bunch, that's all.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's all the fun.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to the presents that I got from here, the card from Kat, and the things from Greg, but nothing from Bazzil. So we are not friends anymore. I don't want to do anything to do with Bazzil anymore. I hate him and going to kick him from the screen before because of that. Of course.
Next
You
year, get
never
your bribe in order.
You never mess with a German, Bazzil. You should have known
Well,
that.
perhaps I'll send you a nice bottle of Bazzil whiskey.
No, but
I'll give him a precious. I'll give him a precious one battle sword up.
yeah. So the next stream is planned. Let's see.
March.
Yes, March 1st, I think. Yes, March 1st is a Sunday. So that's
what?
That's
You got any idea?
Yeah, and the movies. I can also tell you already which movies we are going to talk about. There's a new Daisy Ridley movie. It's called We Bury the Dead. If you have heard of that. And 28 years later, and Return to Silent Hill, and Send Help.
Okay.
And maybe Scream 7 if you are able to watch it, but if not, because it comes out late February. Maybe it's too new, so I'm not putting it on the list. Just these other 4 movies.
What movie did you say after Return to Silent Hill?
Send Help is the new Sam Raimi movie.
Oh, Send Help.
Yeah, Send Help. It's just called Send Help. Yeah, these are the four movies planned till now. With TV series, there is nothing planned. There's nothing I'm looking forward to. And yeah. So much for that. But I'm going to make a list anyway and send it to you in time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. and of
We'll
course,
see how that
season
works out.
8 of Doctor Who, which I don't have to put on the stupid list.
If it's not on the list, we're not watching it. That's what
You
Bazzil
should.
says.
If
Right?
you want us to watch it, you better put it on the list. Otherwise, no go.
Yep.
By the
Okay.
way, why can't we ever
Okay.
get Jizz on here?
Okay, no problem. Then I put Avatar 1, 2, 3 on the list. Rewatching it.
Oh,
Are you serious?
So, and then you can say goodbye to 12 hours of your life.
Oh my God.
For nothing, because these are 3.5-hour movies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're just going to be punishing Cat because me and Bazzil aren't going to watch it.
Nope.
Yeah, you said they'll not do it. They'll have to be stuck
right.
in it. And then Greg will laugh at me about it.
Yeah, that's true. I will.
Yep. See, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that's it. Thanks for listening. Going to end the stream right now. And